2 men enter, 1 man leaves. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Oh no! I turned the Wi-Fi off this thing so that the thing doesn't sync that, because the Wi-Fi actually eats all the batteries, and then what happens is space comes down, sucks us through a vacuum, and we all die. It's complicated.
Like a black hole. It's complicated.
This is complicated. All right, you ready?
Yes. Find my happy place. Find my happy place.
This is the Berto Lex Show. I'm Berto. This is Lex. Today I got a cool topic because this is actually near and dear to my heart, because in 1985 was a very important year for me. Very important. Yes, very important, very important. That's when the movie Goonies came out.
Oh man.
The classic Goonies came out. So, reason why I'm bringing up the Goonies movie, the original Goonies movie, is because they're actually talking about doing a remake with the original cast. Now, I don't know if the original cast is going to be like the adults and maybe their kids.
I have to make a phone call.
You're going to phone a friend? What are you doing?
I'm actually going to call you to tell you how excited I am. You're not going to believe this.
You're not going to believe this. This is the best thing news ever.
Oh my God, really?
Yep.
Oh,
so,
that's cool.
Chris Columbus, who was the original screenwriter. Chris Columbus? Did I just read that right? Yeah, Chris Columbus.
I think he also...
He discovered America.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that might be the same guy.
He was saying
Discovered America, filmed the Goonies. Yes, same guy.
He was a very old guy.
Chunk, a little to the left, please.
More shuffle with the truffle. So anyway, long story short,
Wait,
Chris
maybe
Columbus,
he was Chester Copperpot.
He probably was Chester Copperpot. Oh my God.
We have the money to save the Goonies. I can't even.
There's so many one-liners.
I can't even handle this.
So Chris Columbus, the original screenwriter, on HuffPost Live on July 20th, basically said that they're actually in the works of making a Goonies 2 remake, but they're not specifying, what the cast is. Now, there was a couple articles. I think this originally came out like in April of this year when they said they were doing it. But you know how they always say we're going to do movies, and they've never.
Oh
really
yeah,
do.
sometimes it doesn't come to fruition.
So but it's actually getting a lot of flair behind it. And
I would hope so.
I'm just actually. How are they going to top that movie? I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, there's going to be so much like hype to, built up of that movie.
That is interesting because the storyline was adventurous. It was exciting. It was hysterical.
Dun 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 dun. Oh my God! I can't stop. The movie's going through my head right now.
I know. You have no idea. I'm watching it in my brain right now. But no, it's seriously.
Mikey! Come over here, make us feel like a woman. Probably the best movie ever made. The funny part is, I think it was was it last Christmas or the Christmas before? You actually got me the DVD. I think it was like 2 Christmases ago. DVD.
Yeah, it might be.
And we had to watch that movie like 20 times.
It was one of those gifts that you wish you didn't give away.
You didn't get a copy for yourself?
No.
Why not?
I'm not bright.
That's when something you buy for your friend.
It's like
and
one of those things where you're giving it away and you hold them really tight because you don't want to let go.
You don't want to give it away.
Exactly.
But the funny part is, I actually just bought it on Apple TV.
In the same town. By the way,
come over anytime. That's where it went, huh? You
exactly.
took it? I got it on Apple TV, so I watch it all the time. And the funny thing is, I'm trying to get my kids watching it. I mean, it's but I'm like, and they're not getting into it. I mean, maybe they're still too young.
Oh, definitely. You're talking 6 and 4 years old versus we were probably what,
like 7 and 8,
8 and 9, something like that. 7, 8, 8, 9,
yeah,
whatever.
8, 9, 85. But yeah, so they're also out of this. They're talking about doing a Gremlins remake. A Gremlins remake. So,
that's my you know what? I love Goonies because of the funniness to me, that especially looking back. But Gremlins, I thought was so.
Gremlins was freaky a little bit.
It was freaky. It was dark. It had a little bit.
It was a little dark
of a horror movie feel to it, but it was kid horror. It wasn't like the first time I saw Freddy Krueger. Yeah, devour somebody on the screen, and I had like nightmares for weeks.
Well, they screw you all up with the with Gremlins because when they first start off, you see this little puffy little. Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Gizmo.
I forgot his name. Yeah. That's bad.
You know what's funny? Actually, I got a side story for you. Just a couple days ago, my buddy who was working on his car was texting me a couple of things about.
Does he look like Gizmo?
No.
Okay. Trying to find the relation.
He was texting and he made a Gremlins reference to one of the parts he was working with or whatever, this and that or whatever. And he was like, man, it's just, I don't understand because it was actually a thermostat. So it was he was describing how it works and he goes, I just don't see how it could, really work with the fluid going through. It just seems like the water. So he mentioned, I'm like, as long as you don't feed it after midnight and get it wet, it'll be fine. And obviously, him being our age, he immediately got the reference, because he was trying to figure out how to put it into the engine. But it was so funny. But this is what I mean. Like Gremlins to me was like a staple. I loved watching Gremlins as a child.
The funny part is Gremlins. Like the whole time when everybody turns on a light, I'm like bright light, bright light, bright light. Yes. No, you're right. There's one line.
Hold on. Throwback number 2. Just the other day, literally, I think last night actually, me and my lady friend were driving back to the house.
Lady friend.
We're driving back to the house, and she didn't have the brights on. Right? I said, why don't you throw the brights on or whatever? Because it's a dark, desolate road. You got all kinds of animals that could jump out.
Where were you?
And
you're like
down the block. So we're going to our no spot.
That sounded really sexy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So anyway, long story short, I said, why don't you put the brights on? So the second or third time I asked her, after she shut them off for the oncoming traffic or whatever, I was like, bright light, bright light. And I made the reference. And
did she get it?
No.
Not
only did she not get it, but she was like kind of perturbed. Like she might have been slightly annoyed that I was using, I guess, comical references to get her to turn the light on. But I figured, hey, if you're going to make a reference about a bright light, might as well be a Gremlins reference.
That's the hardest thing, too, is like one of the biggest things that, like growing up, like with your friends or people, colleagues, coworkers, you always try to find references and things. And when you say movie references, when the years that you grew up, nobody gets them. Everybody's like looking at you like, oh.
You have to be in the same age group. Obviously, everybody knows that. If you're not in the same age group, you'll drop references and people won't get them. And it's kind of... It's heartbreaking. I mean, seriously. There's sometimes I'm caught, at work. I make a great reference. I mean, it's comedic genius, and I have to wipe a tear.
Like, damn it!
And then you walk away.
I served it up, and nobody got it.
Exactly. It was a meatball over the plate. Struck ya.
Whiff.
Exactly. The whole crowd's like, oh.
What's your favorite actor of Goonies? All right, character.
Okay, well, obviously Sloth was a cool one.
Sloth loved Chunk.
But Chunk to me, because he was kind of like, I guess, myself in a lot of ways, a chunky teenage kid or whatever. This is, unfortunately, folks, before puberty hit. I myself was not very tall.
This is true story.
Rather chunky.
Very true.
And my friends would make me do the truffle shuffle, and I need a minute. I need a minute. No, all kidding aside. No, seriously. I like.
Wait. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie quote or part of the movie with Chunk?
Oh, when in the beginning scenes when he has to do the truffle shuffle and he's really annoyed and he's like.
Oh, when Mouth's giving him this, like,
and then Mouth's like,
it.
Come on,
do it.
And then and that's like the best part to me because that starts the movie for me.
I was gonna do a truffle shuffle right here, but I was gonna spare our audience because we might lose some viewers over it.
Yeah, if I do a truffle shuffle, the FAA will be involved in the
FAA.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what that stands for.
No comment. My favorite part with Chunk is actually when they found the stiff in the ice cream right before he's like, I smell ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, how do you smell ice cream? I tried to comprehend when I was a kid. I didn't realize. I'm like, oh shit, he's got apple. But then I'm thinking about like
they got Mississippi Fudge, Rocky Road. They got apple.
Wait, I'm like, who gives a apple ice cream? I'm like, is it Granny Smith? Is it like a Golden Delicious? I mean, apple? Like, who gets excited about apple ice cream?
My favorite character actually growing up was actually Data. I've always wanted to be Data. You know what I mean? So when I was younger, I used to take apart all my toys. My mother hated me after Christmas because I would take apart all the toys, try to figure out how they worked.
Well,
and all
obviously,
that fun stuff.
You got the tech side. I mean, all this stuff that's in front of us right now is I don't even know what it's called, folks.
It's magic.
It's magic. All I do is I come and I sit down in front of the mic. That's all I do, folks. I'm not kidding.
Literally. But I always like when he did the whole slick shoes thing, and he did the whole
slick shoes. Are you crazy?
I've always wanted to do those gadgets. I've always wanted to do them, and I never done them. You know what? I should do one. We should have an episode just to do those gadgets and try not to hurt ourselves doing it.
Yeah. And I have to admit, as I got a little bit older, I mean, probably the 17th time I seen the movie a couple years later, Mouth was definitely my favorite because he was such a wise ass. And I could relate.
Remember when he was giving when he was converting to the quotes into Spanish?
No pinamin.
No, not that's the end. No pinamin. No pen.
No sign. No sign.
When he was actually giving the quotes for
ye intruders beware.
No. Well, he was
crashing death and blood.
It's salt with blood with the trespassers' faith. Oh my God, I forgot. No, when the best part for me, hold on, was Irene Walsh, which is Mrs. Walsh, and she goes, she's telling Mouth to translate to Rosalita, remember? And she's like, pants and shirts go in the, forget it, just throw everything in the cardboard boxes. Clark, can you translate?
I forgot about this.
Remember Clark, because Mouth is, real name is Clark. Oh, for sure, Mrs. Walsh. And then he's in Spanish, he says the marijuana goes in the top drawer, the cocaine and speed go in the second drawer, and the heroin goes in the bottom drawer. Always separate the drugs. Remember that part?
The drogos.
My other favorite part of that whole entire movie was actually when they broke the little penis from the statue. It was a statue of David. Was it David? Statue of David?
It upside down. Oh my God! You're pissing everybody's faces.
So I'm actually looking forward to this remake coming out. But by the time it comes out, it's probably 2016.
Not at all. I hate the movie.
I thought the original
sucked. Apparently,
you should be shot.
Right? Yeah. Are you kidding me? That's like my.
If it's A sharp, we'll all be flat. Anyway, all right, I gotta stop. So, I was scouring the internet. I love that word, scouring. So, scouring the internet.
Mom sent me to a camp for fat kids. I'm sorry, but we have to get serious for a second here.
This is a perfect segue for in honor of Chunk.
Yes.
The first thing, so I looked at this website. It's called thisiswhyimbroke.com. I regularly visit like once a week to see what all the new things. Yeah, this is exactly because the things you see on here, you want to go broke. But this one item, like I said, it's homage to Chunk, but it's an Oreo dunking spoon. Why do you need a spoon to dunk an Oreo? Does not your fingers hurt? I mean, you have blisters on it or something? You can't dunk it. You dunk too many times. I don't get it. I don't get it why you need a spoon. Or it's not even a spoon. It doesn't even look like it's a hook.
It actually looks
like Captain Hook.
Yeah, it actually does look.
Now that would be cool, like an attachment for your wrist.
Yeah, that would probably be a little bit more deadly to the children. I see where you're going.
Oh, that's true. You didn't think about the children.
Yeah, death by Oreo. Yeah, no.
What happened? They were throwing Oreos, and somebody impaled themselves with the Oreo dunking spoon.
See, I'm with you to a degree. I mean, if you haven't mastered the art of dunking an Oreo by age 7, you probably shouldn't be on a computer looking at a website to buy an Oreo dunking spoon.
My daughter's a pro
at dunking Oreos.
Absolutely. My son, he's like in the middle. He's intermediate.
I can't see my nephew being a pro at dunking Oreos. I could see my nephew being a pro at swallowing the bag whole.
Yes.
I can see that.
Because the kid is like 40 pounds, solid muscle, and just eats everything.
Yeah, he was born at 17.2. just to give you an idea, folks. 17 pounds, 2 ounces. Yes. He's 4 years old. He's got a full mustache. He's got a job at the local
tattoo.
paper.
He came out with a tattoo.
Yeah. He came out ready to go.
The whole thing with this thing with the Oreo dunking spoon, like I dunk, you go in, you put it in your mouth, you're done. I don't know why you need that. To me, it's just adding too many steps. I got to put it on the spoon, got to make sure it doesn't fall off the spoon, and that's the other thing too. Is if you get it too soggy, it's gonna split and crack, and it's gonna go in the cup.
Yeah, see, but I mean, they obviously tested it. So, if it went to market, it obviously must have worked or whatever.
I think we should buy one.
I think we should.
All right. Next episode or some other episode, we're gonna do a Oreo dunking spoon.
We'll do it right here on camera, folks, just for you guys. Because let's face it, you guys want to see how it works. We want to see how it works,
and we're gonna time it. We got to time the amount of time it takes compared to a person.
This is
science. It's got to be official.
This is science, and
there's physics involved.
We like cookies, so let's face it. I'm gonna put out a question to the audience. I'm gonna have them request which Oreos we should use.
Oh,
there's something like 11, 12 flavors out there.
I think there's 12. Actually, because I was watching EvanTube the other day with my kids, and they did the Oreo cookie challenge, and basically they blindfolded them all and had to basically figure out which cookie was what. So I think there's 12.
Really? Oh, which Oreo flavor?
Yes, which Oreo flavor.
Well, so, guys, gals, out there in the audience, you tell us, you respond, you tell us what Oreo flavor you want us to do. It doesn't matter to us. We'll eat any Oreo.
And what we'll do is we'll order that. We'll order that spoon.
And if you guys, I mean...
You know what? We'll order 2 spoons, and we'll have a sleeve each.
Yeah, I'm not sharing a spoon with you. I'm not going to dunk and share.
No, that's disgusting.
But, guys, if you want, I wouldn't mind peanut butter Oreos if you're,
Original.
Boring.
It's not boring. It's tradition.
Boring.
It's good.
Tradition.